everybody, welcome back. Today I want to share with you a wear and tear video of my Chanel Boy. This bag I've owned for 2 years. I bought it when I was in Monte Carlo in 2015. So this bag has been with me for 2 years, and in this 2 years it's seen a lot of beating. I mean, this bag has been through a lot. I will link my old video up here. It's really old, so please forgive me if I was a bit like, it's a bit old, so even I don't want to watch it. But anyway, if you want to watch it, I'll link it up here. And yeah, in that video I shared about this bag, and even in that video I was saying I do bring this bag everywhere. I use it for work. It's been under the seat of my airplanes. It's been traveling with me, and it's held up really well. So let me quickly just tell you about this bag. This is the Chanel Boy in the size medium. It comes with gold hardware, but this is the tarnished gold hardware. The material is calf skin. I don't think it's lambskin, even though the person told me that it's lambskin. I do think it is calf skin, though it feels like lambskin, so I'm not really sure, but it is the most softest calf skin I've ever felt. So to be honest, I'm not really sure. I checked the receipt and it doesn't say anything. It's smooth on the inside. It is lined with that kind of cloth linen material, but it's all dark inside. So in my past video I told you that I do use this bag for traveling. It's been through many places with me, especially for work and all, and I've never babied this bag. It really, not that I will bang it everywhere, but I'm not the most careful with it. So in this 2 years, let me just tell you about the hardware first. As for the hardware, it is still super shiny. Even though it's in this tarnished gold, it's still as shiny as it can be. It really looks as if it's been out from just got out from the store. So yeah, I think the hardware is in fantastic condition. It's that kind of hardware where even if it tarnishes even more, it doesn't matter. So it's great. As for the leather on the top of the strap, so let's go to the material. So the material, this part, it has definitely softened. If I can show you, it's like really soft right now. So I mean, it's meant to be, because you're going to be putting it on your shoulder and then you're going to be moving it around. So I can definitely see a lot of creases here, and it is very soft right now. Softer than, of course, the part where you don't really use, which is like this part. As you can see, it's really stiff. But for the part that will be resting on your shoulder, it is really soft. So yeah, I can imagine if you use this for another 2-3 years, this part is gonna be super worn out. But yeah, can't help it, right? So anyway, as for the outside leather, right, for the front and back, because it's not in that puffy what do you call it, puffy quilts like the Chanel classic bag, it is yeah, it still feels really nice. It still looks great. Of course, if I bring it up close, you can actually see like some light scratches on the quilts. As for the sides right here at the corner, there is some corner where there is one kind of like a leather like peeled off, and I think that was because of, I think I banged it into something. So yeah, that's my fault. So I wasn't really careful when I hit it, so a little piece of the leather, little tiny like 2 mm of it is coming out. Ouch. So yeah, as for the sides, I've seen some reviews of this bag, and I do think those are lambskin. So that's why I feel like maybe my bag is not lambskin, even though the guy said to me it's lambskin. I've seen some of the lambskin bags where it's really worn out, like the corner. I think Sophie Shohet's video, where she says she loves her boy bag, but it's one of the worst buys for her because she shouldn't have bought a lambskin, and hers was really worn out. Like the corners was just totally trashed. Mine is in pretty good condition actually. When I compared mine to hers, there's nothing. Yeah, a little bit of like, minor corner wear, but it's not like peeling off or anything. So that makes me feel like mine could be probably calf skin. But anyway, so if it is, get calf skin, okay? So anyway, back to the bag. So as for the top here, right here, it's kind of like dented in for the quilts because compared to here where it's still flat, but at the top here I can see like, you know, little dents, like really those vintage Chanel bags where the quilts are, you know, like slightly dented in. So that is right at the top here. There's one line of quilts which is like that, and I do believe that's because sometimes I do pick up the bag like this. Not careful like to, I'm not going to pick up the bag always with my two hands at the side here. I do pick up the bag like that, and that kind of wears out this part a little bit. It is definitely softer. Now on the inside of the bag, and this is where I feel like the most wear for this bag can be seen. The inner part of this bag, as even if you can see in the camera, you can see there's a lot of lines. I feel like the backing for this particular flap has really worn out. I think in my past video I did say, you know, the way I carried it, sometimes it pops out like this, it comes out like that, and I have kind of like the karate chop my bag back so that I can close it. It still happens. Oh, there it is. It does this. Let me show you. It kind of like yeah, I see. You see, it flips like that. So oh, there you can see. So I don't know, I feel like the backing for this or the cardboard that they use, you know, like how if you cut a piece of cardboard and you kind of flip it, so the middle of the part just kind of like bounces in and out. So that's kind of like what's happening here. Let's see. Oh, there you go. There, you see? Can you see that? So that happens when I'm opening my bag, and sometimes I do have to do that karate chop and close my bag back so that it closes. Yeah, so I feel like that has given the bag a lot of wear on the flap. You can actually see a lot that the two parts of that cardboard right here. So yeah, that sucks, I know, but what to do? I didn't know that when I got the bag, because you're not gonna open the bag like that in the shop, but when you have it in your own possessions, you do like, oh, what's that? Anyway, so that's the most wear I've seen. Then there are scratches here and there, bound to happen because, you know, when you open the bag, you're not gonna be like, oh, so soft. No, you're gonna open the bag. So occasionally, yeah, my fingernails do kind of like poke it. It's not like scratches, but it is kind of like minor scratches even when you take the things out. As for the inside, it's lined with that linen material, so obviously there's nothing. So I've come to really appreciate bags with linen material inside. I know some people, or even for me last time, I'm like, what? It's lined with linen on the inside? I'm not gonna pay so much. But to be honest, it is the most brilliant idea. I know it's a way for the companies to save material and save leather so they can sell it to you cheaper. But yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think that's a problem, because for me, with the linen material inside, I don't have to worry about that leather getting scratched. Like for my other bags, like a Maz bag or my jumbo, it's lined with leather, and I am really careful. I'm really careful not to put keys inside. I'm really careful to put anything, not, you know, things that are not sharp to scratch the leather. Whereas for this, because it's lined with linen, I'm like, keys, nail clippers, whatever. I don't really care. So yeah, it's the best part of the bag because there's nothing, no scratches on the inside, nothing. As for the logo here, there's a little plug here that has the logo. Yeah, it still says Chanel, made in France. It's as new as the day I got it. So yeah. So that's my quick update for this bag. I just wanted to make this video really short and sweet because some of you have asked me, you know, especially if you have been following me for a while, you know that I've been collecting other bags. And some of you have asked me whether this bag is still in my collection. And yes, it is, because I really like this bag, even though I'm not rotating it recently with my other bags that I have, you know, obtained. But yeah, I still do use this bag. Like, I'm going to go out tonight and I'm going to be using this bag. I feel like this bag really represents me. I don't know, it's loud yet understated, and it's so easy to go with. I can go out with, you know, I can go out dinner, I can go out for dates with it, I can go out just, you know, casually with it, and it still makes me feel like, oh, Chanel. But yeah, anyway, so this bag is still with me. It has seen a lot of wear over the couple of years. Not as much as I thought it would, because I was using it a lot. It has held up pretty well. let's say in another 2 years, if I'm still using it as frequently, I can tell you that the handle, the leather part here will really wear out. This part here, if I'm not careful, especially if I keep doing this, I keep lifting the bag like that, it's gonna flatten out, which it already has. And then of course the inner flap where the cardboard is, that has seen a lot of wear. But other than that, I don't have a lot of corner wear as other people have. I don't know why. Not to say I'm the most careful with my bag, I feel like maybe this particular piece that I have isn't so delicate. I don't know, but my corner wear isn't like peeling off. I don't have problems with this part right here peeling off. So anyway, let me know if you got any questions about this bag. I will definitely get back to you. Otherwise, you guys take care and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!